Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. What is the next challenge? Brains over brawn. It is Truro Champion. You do not have a champion. Heph will help you out instead. So we get Heph, who's intrinsic, adds capacity to every floor, is a 50-50, costs 2. We get good old Wingmaker and no champion. So no champion but Heph. So who would we want to add to this champion? In my head, I'm like, Primordium, of course, because then he can... No. You don't get your champion. You just get the cards. So what would you want if you had Heph in the front, or maybe in the back, adding 1 capacity every turn? She starts with a 3 capacity unit, which is really freaking big. She's not multi-strike, but she's a pretty okay tank. I don't think you need the extra damage from root seeds at all. Spells, maybe, but we also do want to have units in front of her and units behind her, and we want to make value for the extra capacity. Makes me think that maybe Umbra could be good. You know, Plinks just to do a little bit of damage to weak enemy units, and then she can one-shot everything that's really big early on, and then she can have lifesteal and damage shield and all that nonsense. We don't get Primordium, but I still kind of like the Plink action. I don't think we really need molds. Ideally, she's just not gonna die. I kind of like Wormkin for the value of being able to buff her stats. And then we could have 1 big floor. Yeah, maybe try like a... Let's go for a Wormkin Umbra Echo Break Shade Splitter and see how that works. Let's give it a shot. Why not? I don't know. At least now, at least by doing this, I don't have specifically the same champions like Primordium and Little Fade, because this is an interesting one. Now we can upgrade Heph. We can dupe Heph, and we can meld something into Heph or meld Heph into something else, because it's not a champion technically. She's a Titan spawn. So we might want to consider that at some point in our trials here. Maybe here we want to do some melding or upgrading, but for now we're just gonna have the Heph. Have the Heph. I think we do want units getting an extra upgrade slot. I think that's fantastic. Gain 7 energy on the first turn. You know what? I actually kind of like that because she is 2 capacity or 2 energy. Normally your champion is free. So yeah, let's go for the energy and the extra unit capacity. I should say unit upgrade capacity. And now we've got a huge Heph that is gonna add 1 capacity every turn, which means that we can actually get 1 extra morsel every turn, the ability to place more units on the floor after a while. Who knows? Who knows what we're gonna freaking do with this? This is a weird one, but I like it. Zerk says, I'm not paying attention to the stream because I'm watching the Game Awards. Oh, she has trample too, that's amazing. Aw, really? You're not watching dear old Abe? F. Please tank train stewards, thank you. You know what? I'd rather do this. Heph seems really good right now. You have spell shield, but you will get killed via the sweep. And by sweep, I mean trample. Yeah, I kind of like this. We have lots of morsel capacity right behind Heph now. And she's gorging. I mean, I think that no champion is gonna get past her. We also have good old Wingmaker. You know what? Let's make sure you die. Return a consume spell to the top of your draw pile. I don't think we need this. So I'm just gonna hit you, and hit you. You're gonna die within like 3 turns to our Heph. Now, the one, so what's the overall positive and overall negative with this? The overall positive is that Heph is extremely good early. The overall negative is that Heph is extremely bad late, because she does not scale every major boss fight. You know, normally like the Awoken Champion goes from 30 HP to 120. Heph is not gonna scale like that. We do want it. She is as good as she's going to get unless we manually upgrade her, which we're gonna try to do. We definitely want to pack morsels here. Pack morsels. And you know, as much as a Merchant of Steel's pretty good, what if we just go for an Umbra unit that can actually gain from the gorging? We might need capacity. Could also go for a Merchant of Magic. Maybe try to get Holdover Wingmaker would be extremely fantastic. I think it's actually worth a little bit more. What do we got? Permafrost, Magic Power, -1. Alloy Construct and Morsel Master. When you summon a morsel, create a copy. Alloyed Construct has Gorge Fuel. Well, yeah. Do you want to make Heph inert but have multi-strike? Then she'd hit for 100 after the first turn, but you'd have to have her feed first. Dude, I don't know. I don't think either of these are particularly good. I've never won a Divinity run with Morsel Master. Alloyed Construct is fine early, but probably something worth removing later. But because we get extra upgrade slots, I actually think that maybe the Construct could be pretty good damage output thanks to the multi-strike. I'd rather take something early as opposed to nothing early. Magic Power and Consume. I will do this. And then we still have enough money to upgrade, reroll, and buy something. So we will -1 on probably a, it's like a Shade Splitter. Remove Consume. Pretty bad. Although a free Broken Memories that can return to Consume spell every time it shows up, I think is fine. You want to take the Pact Shards? You know, I think I will take it, but I'm not going to spend it on the shop. Armor 10. Antumber Assault won't be able to get a kill, but we still have that Consume card that does like 13 damage. So, should be fine. Oh look, no fuel. Quiet, you. Freaking weird lady. Well, at least she's gonna get some... Let's go. At least she's gonna get some, you know, bonus capacity pretty quickly. You're gonna live with 1 HP. I'm gonna let you live with 1 HP. I'd rather get a morsel, and that's a pretty good one. In fact, now you're not gonna live. Now we could have put that fuel on the robot, but I think we're okay like this. Now you're dead. And then, this is why I really like that card. We can get a packed morsels every turn, which is freaking great. Do you need the fuel? I mean, you do and you don't. I really do think that giving it to her, like, because no boss is gonna make it past Heph until we get to the major boss, I feel. You're just spikes, right? Yeah. Should have not played that at the bottom, but... You don't really need lifesteal, but neither does the unit up top, so we'll just continue Adding even more morsels to the party, I suppose. Yeah, we're fine. You're dead. Beautiful. One more morsel for the road. Clunk, 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 clunk. Well, I mean, we might even make her multi-strike at some point, but definitely not now. Hosting kin. I don't know if we need 3 of them. They're okay spells, but we have echo breaks, which are maybe not technically better, but they still do damage. I think we just have a lot of targeted damage. I don't think we need another one. I do have 1 echo infusion. I don't think we need 2. And I don't really like shelter that much. Space prism we don't really need because capacity is not a problem with Heph out. What's her unit essence? Plus 30, plus 30, plus 2 and trample. I really don't think we want to do that melding anytime soon, but you never know. At a morsel minor? I'll take it. We actually could use a lot more morsel generating and gorging and whatnot. Crucible Warden, plus 10 and damage shield. Also not really what I'm interested in, although we could use that as a tank for Heph. Damage shield is not the unit we're looking for. We'd rather have the lifesteal one though. First of Kin, Etch plus 5. I hate that card. If you're able to bring back consume cards every turn or have the champion that does it, which we don't because our champion was swapped, that could be okay. Morsel Master, I don't think it's very good. I just don't. But what? Are you really gonna take 1 banner unit specifically so that you can put more morsels down? We create so many morsels already. Well, maybe not so many morsels, but we create a lot of morsels already. Do we really need a morsel master? Probably not. Suppose we'll take it and just see where this run goes at this point. I will look for another unit because I have no idea what I'm doing. Multi-strike Heph is pretty good, but a multi-strike alloyed construct is good as well, and then maybe we could just put Heph inside of it and then it comes out as 55 times 3 with 50 HP. We should upgrade first and then go to the caverns. 220 gold. Why is that multi-strike so cheap? So Keeper of Echoes, it was a unit I was thinking about. Like if we have a Heph, adding capacity every turn, we could just keep playing more Keepers of Echoes every turn. Well, every other turn we add one, and then every time we inspire, all units get +1/+1. It's a way of scaling a little. Kinhost. Summon +10/+10, not really what we're looking for. And the unit essence also isn't that good, but I do like the unit enough due to the scaling nature of it. And in fact, we could even make this unit multi-strike. Then every time it inspires, it's gonna get technically +2. It's gonna take it a long time before it starts to really do a lot of damage, but it's not terrible. Alloyed Construct, I mean, we could put the construct inside of Heph, and then all of a sudden Heph is your tank once again. They're not going to do any damage on turn 1, unfortunately. Means we also probably don't really need a Morsel Master that much, but I think I'm just going to take a Keeper of Echoes because I like it as a unit. +10 magic power and piercing, we want that on a good old Wingmaker. That's a classic. Nothing's expensive. Now let's think. Let's think. Do 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 do. What gets multi-strike? Like, Keeper of Echoes multi-strike is kind of fine, but Keeper of Echoes also doesn't quite scale quickly unless you have a lot of Keeper of Echoes. There is a Hellvent and an Umbra unit coming up, so we could make a good multi-strike. Where was that? We could make a good multi-strike Keeper of Echoes right now, and then just dupe it. And then just put him right behind Heph, although we're not gonna have the capacity to play them both immediately, which is the problem. Da, da, da. I kind of like him more than the Alloyed Construct, though. Because two of them can buff each other, which is kind of nice. So let me look at this. 50 HP isn't a lot, and you don't scale. You guys do. Kind of thinking, give him multi-strike, 25 HP, and then wait, and then maybe you can give him quick later. They don't scale that much, though. But I guess my hope is that I can get like 3 of these out, or 4 of these out, or 5 of these out on the same floor. It's super slow, but I kind of like it. And then we'll just give the Alloyed Construct the extra health, and maybe even just the extra damage, just so we have something that kind of helps keep us alive through the next couple of floors, and then we'll see what we get out of the Concealed Caverns. Yeah, let's see what we get. Friendly units get +10 in Heartless. Pyre Restore Kill, upgrade a unit with +25. I mean, this is not what I wanted at all, but I suppose let's just make the Alloyed Construct tanky. And that gets us through a few combats, and then we'll have time later to reconfigure our deck. We'll see how this goes for now. Days on Strike, that's not that bad. Kind of don't mind starting at the bottom, but like, why start at the bottom when you can start here and then just... Well, because you want the resolve trigger immediately, don't you? Oh, but there's no room for morsels down here. It's an interesting start, because I don't really know where to start. I really want to play all of our morsels, but Keeper of Echoes I want on the same floor as Heph. But you know what? We don't have to do it on this combat. We can do it later. So what are we going to do? We're going to do this. We need the capacity, though, to play Alloyed Construct. Where the hell are we going to play the Keeper of Echo? You know, we can play you here. Yeah? We can play you here. And then what are you going to do? You're going to do nothing? You have nothing on your floor? You're not going to do a damn thing? Heph, why are you so big? All right, here's what we're gonna do. Heph, you're gonna chill out here. Keeper of Echoes, you're gonna chill out up here. I know, it doesn't seem perfect. Don't worry about it, we'll figure it out. You're gonna get buffed. I guess with the extract cards on holdover, you can get a lot of value out of the Keeper, I suppose. We're gonna give you a lifesteal, because I think you're gonna need it. And then we're gonna give you some HP. We're gonna give you a damage shield. We're gonna give you... You know what, why don't you just eat the hit? There you go. And now on the middle floor, now we can play our Construct, who's not gonna do anything for a turn, but we're gonna constantly gain capacity so that he is gonna be playable. Would really like more infusions happening up there, but you know, we do what we can do with what we got. At least you're gonna get nice and strong. Why don't you come out there and die, and then why don't you... Doesn't matter what you do, so we'll hit you. Now a robot actually has an attack now. you haste? Your haste. Kill you. Now we need you to start gorging. You have sweep, so that was a mistake, but I always forget that the shard enhanced versions of these enemies have sweep, considering they don't have it normally. There's our Wingmaker. We should play it here for capacity. This is how you get around the capacity problems. We need this to be intrinsic and holdover, or at the very least intrinsic, I think. I remember now, he says. I mean, I think we're fine. Turn to pack morsels. Our robot has a few fuel. Good enough. And then, you know what, Morsel Master. Should have played that up here, my bad. And then why don't you take some damage shield. And now, like, we have way too much capacity on the floor, but I guess the idea is that we'll have the capacity on the floor and then either get through our deck fast enough to get our units back out, or maybe we can get like a descend card, in which case we don't need to worry about the capacity. I don't know. Shroud Spike we want, 100%, 100,000%. Echoes of the Past is pretty good too, but Shroud Spike has so many good synergies, especially if we get it on turn 1. Glug Cider, no. I'm sorry, Glug Cider. I don't want you, I think. Shard Soul Carver is actually a pretty good one to meld inside of the Keeper of Echoes, and then we can duplicate it. To have two of them on one, we can go capacity and have two of these guys on one floor. That's not bad at all. Because they inspire themselves and their allies still with the +1/+1. I mean, I do not want Glug Cider. Although we could, wait, would a Glug Cider Heph even fit? It would, but like, that's too much capacity. +15, +1 capacity, inspire, +2, and armor 2. Yeah, I kind of like that. We do need capacity though. Then probably draw because we have good turn 1 energy, but this is such a, we can't duplicate after upgrading until we go here. Ugh, that's fine. It is. It makes me not want to duplicate though, even though we could duplicate Heph. Or a Shroud Spike, honestly. I mean, would we want to duplicate Heph and just have lots of capacity on lots of floors? We can play 2 Hephs on turn 1. We could play them on the same floor even. Dude, why not? We need to remove cards anyways. We don't need these dang old train stewards, man. And our Heph isn't even upgraded yet. More of the same, huh? I don't want him. I don't want him. I'm sorry. Champion draw a unit. Consume, add 2 copies. Morsel, draw 1 each turn. These are all very good. Consume, add copies to your hand. I kind of like that because I really like our consumed cards, especially like a Shroud Spike if we can upgrade it, but wouldn't we rather have draw? Or free unit? Cat Samurai says, Abe, you want a Steam Deck? Not really. I wouldn't be able to do anything with a Steam Deck. What would I do with a freaking Steam Deck? Sit at my desk and stream all day. I don't know. I don't know. This is a weird one. I mean, they're all good. The question is which one is the best? Draw? Wouldn't the notice not work? You know, that's a very good point. Because Heph is not a champion, Heph is a Titan spawn. I guess, yeah, this wouldn't work, would it? So it's either consume to add copies to your hand or morsels draw 1. I guess we'll take the morsel draw 1. Now, am I gonna dupe a Heph? Yes, I think I'm still gonna dupe a Heph, because I think that's just weird. I would love to have upgraded it first, but we can upgrade it later. Cat Samurai says, one of the Steam Deck winners is named Abe. Small World. Oranistan says, new Hades dropped DLC. If there's Hades DLC, I don't know if that's actually true, because I'm not watching the, whatever is going on. I'd like it. I'd be down. Hades is a fantastic game, after all. I love playing it. Well. I mean, what if we just dupe Heph over and over again and we just have infinity Hephs? They're intrinsic, so we draw them on turn 1, but what if we just put like 4 Hephs on every floor? I'd do it. Kind of a garbage turn 1 though, but oh well. So this will give us draw. We probably do want you to be tanky. You're getting all the kills that we need you to get, which is nice. You have spell shield, 13 damage, doesn't move that at all. You know what though? Stops you from doing damage on the next floor. And then you are gonna be the tank for you. Does 4 damage? I mean, it's not that much. You don't need fuel, but what else are we gonna do with this? It's gonna give us draw. And Tumbra Assault. Well, I mean, I kinda like that. Lifesteal. You should have 1 lifesteal. Maybe you should even have 2. Za to you, friend. Za to you. And then, this is not what I thought we would get back, but you know what? Just give me the hosting kin for free. Okay. I mean, we will kill these units as they move up. And we have now a Shroud Spike, which will give us... Oh, Spell Chain on this with the Rubble Morsel would be so good. But, what's the most important thing? I think we just want a bunch of damage shield. Yeah, just give me like 4 damage shield. Probably not necessary with the lifesteal, but we are waves remaining too, so I don't think it's bad. And then, do that. What a weird setup. I guess we do this to create a copy of the morsel, then we kill it. I mean, we could put a train steward down, but like, what's the point? Oh, we should have doubled up on this morsel, absolutely. I tell you what we will do though, we'll just kill you. And you're dead, all right. Here's the in theory. You would do this, play some morsels, play a morsel, kill a morsel, play more morsels. Starting to think that maybe this is just the Heph show, but we don't have any descends or ascends, so we can't really do anything with that. Apply daze and move a unit to the back, or melee weakness. I really like Infuse Extract 3 Soul Crushing Guilt. And I kind of like Prism Retrieval so that we can draw a unit after turn 1. Like you draw a banner unit, it discards, and then when you draw this, you can draw that banner unit again. Engine upgrade is funny as well, but yeah, I kind of like Prism Retrieval to redraw your banner units, and maybe we can just put everything on the same floor as Heph's. I mean, we could maybe put Heph, and then on the next turn, Alloyed Construct in front to tank. And then get good value out of the double morsel action. I don't know, it's a weird one. Consume, gain 1 Echo. I think that's good enough. We need to remove the train stewards. Now that the train stewards are gone, Prism Retrieval is guaranteed to draw a unit. Purge and plus 30 magic power. I mean, it's pretty good on a Wingmaker, but we don't need that much power. Quick. I think you just reroll. Large stone. You know, we don't have to meld a unit inside of the Keeper. We could just let him do his own thing. We don't have to put Shard Soul Carver inside of him. We could make one Heph really big. We could make one Heph really big and then go capacity again. So you've got a tanky Heph who sometimes gets morsels, and then another Heph right behind her. I don't like that, like, at all. We have a lot of Merchant of Steels coming up, like a lot. So I kind of want to save upgrade slots. Maybe I'll just make one Heph a little bit tankier. I mean, are we using Hephs as tanks? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of, like, if we were doing this run again, what would I do? Would I just go all in on the Hephs and just duplicate her over and over again? Like meld and then duplicate, 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 duplicate? I don't know. But what do we do with this? I mean, a large stone morsel master is not bad. It's less likely to die to sweeps. Capacity is a bit of a problem. I mean, we could make one Heph insanely tanky. Maybe that's all you need. But the problem is that if we have the robot in front of the Hephs, then we don't need all this HP. This HP is a little bit wasteful. I don't know what to do. As such, I'm gonna make the Morsel Master healthier. We should really make the Heph healthier. We're not gonna give her multi-strike. Multi-strike goes on the Keeper of Echoes, the robot, the Carver. You're a tank. Be tanky. Screw it, be super tanky. I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like what's going on. Now, what I could do is make Heph be even huger. I think I like the idea of the Shard Soul Carver being melded inside of the Keeper of Echoes. I kind of like the Heph in the Keeper of Echoes, though. Plus 30, plus 30, plus 2 capacity, but it gains trample, and it's quick, and multi-strike, and gets stronger. But I really like getting 2 capacity every turn with Hephs. We have to go capacity after this, but then we can fit just so much on the floor. If anything, I think the card I want to duplicate is Prism Retrieval after we make it Permafrost. We can't make it Permafrost now that I think about it, but we can just add Prism Retrievals. Constantly be adding units to the floor with Hephs as soon as they get their capacity for it. Yeah? God, I hate this. I hate it, but like it's just such a weird run slash deck that we have right now. I think I'm just gonna do nothing. We have 2 more coming up immediately, and then one of them is another Merchant of Steel, so we can figure out what the heck we're doing there. And we still have enough money that we can probably afford some upgrades, but we'll probably have to go for the cash. And I don't mind this. We have some targeted damage spells, and we can start on floor 2 and 3. Especially now that I have a big Heph. We kind of need to start on floor 2 and 3, huh? In fact, I'm like, where the hell do you put anything? You can fit a robot up here next turn. Heph can go here now. And then Keeper of Echoes can go here now. Uh-huh. That's right. Maybe you just make a bunch of big Hephs and that's your run. Well, you're Trample. So this saves you 1 damage, but that gets us the gold. I think we will get the gold. Saves you 1 hit, I should say. And then why don't we make a morsel? I can't play you just because you can't fit, but hey, that means you're a very good opportunity for being brought back with prism retrieval. As soon as there's capacity, we can bring you back. So we need this. Middle floor is fine. Although, yeah, we can do it. We can't play everything. You play the robot or Wingmaker? If you play the robot, there's no room for morsels. If you play Wingmaker, you get a lot of capacity. And then you can play the robot, but you can't play Antumbra Assault at all. Which I'd really like to do. Okay, we'll do it like this. Oh, you don't get the capacity. No, you gotta do it like this. In which case, you start here. If you play 2 morsels, you can't play the construct. Well, we're gonna have lower energy next turn, I think, if we do it like this, but I think this is what we want to do. And then I will give you a lifesteal, and I'll just give you the damage. You can get lifesteal later. Her having it now is probably better. What the frick? Okay. Phase 3 and push a unit to the back. $13 damage and push a unit to the back. You're both dying. This will bring back a Echo Break, which is not what we're looking for, but we can bring back a Hosting Kin. What we probably want to do first, though, is just get some more cells and draw. Phase 3 and push a unit to the back. We want to do this. I mean, you're healing, so it's not super necessary, but you're only taking 72 damage, but we can probably increase that damage a little bit. In fact, actually, we'll do it like this. That way we get the Inspire trigger. Make sure to kill you. Push you to the... Well, pushing you to the back is probably better, which means you're not going to move at all, but whatever. And then let's give you a little bit of health. Because the pyre can kill you if you're not dead on the top floor. And you're gonna take a lot of damage on the top floor anyways. We should have played this Shade Splitter first. Yeah, because it would have given us more energy and more draw. That's fine. Wait a minute. Do you want health or damage? You probably want health. And I'm okay with that gorge happening here. You might hit the pyre once, which I actually do not like. It only buffs your damage by a very small... You know what? It buffs your damage by a very small amount. It's actually enough, though, that you're getting the kill in 1 hit. Which means that that's enough that you're getting the kill in 1 hit. But you're gonna get pushed to the back. But it doesn't matter because Heph tramples. So yeah, we can do this. Now you're both dead. Which means we can get... probably health. And then we can just play some morsels. You're annoying, but there's nothing I can really do about you. You do a lot of damage. Hey, prism retrieval, finally. end of the draw pile, huh? You piece of trash. It's the wrong card, because it's the right card. Well, there you go, I guess. You might as well play it. I mean, a robot is doing a substantial amount of damage, I suppose. Pretty good. And that's just enough health that we're surviving long enough to kill you. Yep. Okay. I still don't know what we're going to be doing. Random spells from the discard to your hand and apply consume. Kind of synergizes with a bog fly infusion inspired thing. Revenge of the Damned. We're not likely to get slays because a lot of enemies have a lot of health, armor, damage shield, spell shield. Ancient Resonance. Give it piercing. It's not terrible, but I'm not a big fan of these. Maybe Total Recall. I mean, I have this thing that allows us to return consumed spells, so this is kind of a consumed spell synergy. Abe, you keep saying no to the etch unit, who costs 3 energy to play, and you keep taking all these consumed card synergies. I still don't like the unit. It's 3 energy, which is too expensive, I think. +1 energy per turn, Emberforge. -1 capacity, +1 energy per turn for the rest of battle. I don't really think we need the energy gain. I think we're fine there. It's not bad, though. I'll take it. It consumes and it inspires as well. And, yeah, I kind of hate to say it, but we just still need Merchant of Steel upgrades. Multi-strike. Keeper of Echoes is looking mighty nice. In fact, Keeper of Echoes with an alloyed construct inside of it's not that bad now, but it doesn't have a lot of health to survive. 1 Heph is full. We can make 1 Heph multi-strike by default. Would you rather have this unit have the multi-strike though, so it can scale? Intrinsic. An intrinsic good old Wingmaker is really tempting. Just to get things off the ground, you can get even more capacity gain starting from the beginning of combat, and then you can start playing even more Hefts out from the beginning. I really like that. It means your turn 1 is basically set, but you're fine having Hefts and a Wingmaker, right? I think that's a pretty good turn 1. 60 packed shards. And dude, that construct's looking mighty nice. Mighty nice. Could put the Shard Soul Carver into it in order to give it more armor and damage and health right off the bat. It'll have 90 HP to start with. It's pretty good. Morsel Master means that it can just double its own morsels, but that seems unnecessary. We're creating enough morsels. Keeper of Echoes, Inspire +1/+1. I still like it. Shard Soul Carver, Keeper of Echoes. We have another duplicator coming up. We do. I kind of like Concealed Caverns duplicator. And we would duplicate I mean, we could Carver into a Keeper and then duplicate those two and have them on the same floor as Heph, just getting stronger every single turn. It takes a while to get the units out, but I kind of do like it still. And then we can just get 1 more multi-strike, because they're already multi-strike and quick. I mean, we can always finagle the run. We can always alter on the fly. Which is looking like that's kind of what we're going to be doing. We don't need quick on Heph. I'm just going to give Heph more HP. I mean, Morsel Master could be quick, but... Sure, take +3 attack per echo. 265 gold. We don't need money. It's Arcus. We don't need money coming up next, though, so I'm gonna remove the Echo Break. Actually, I'm gonna remove 2. Because we know what we're spending our money on coming up next. We're gonna be duplicating. And we're gonna be going more capacity so we can fit both Hephs. But nice draw. This is kind of what I'm thinking, that we don't need it because good old Wingmaker can give us the capacity on its own, but we probably still want it. I'm just gonna play both Hephs. Am I gonna play a Morsel Master? I don't know, I kind of like the idea of just getting through the deck and then replaying everything on this bottom floor. You can't fit, huh? If only I could have seen that coming. I think if I incant, you're not gonna die. So do it here. Give me energy and take a damage shield. Yeepaw to you as well, my friend. Yeepaw to you as well. This is one of those fights, though, where I wish that we did not have unit banner mechanics. So Prism Retrieval can draw either Keeper of Echoes or Morsel Master. Either one is going to be made a little cheaper. And you need to be played so you can actually start scaling. And you have Sweep, which is really annoying. So morsels won't live. Because you do 6 damage. So there's no reason to play a morsel down here. So I think what you do is you just Prism Retrieval, and then whatever you draw, it'll just get better. Or you could just let the card sit in your deck and then you just draw it later. You know? Tell you what, play it. It's actually a very good unit to get, let's be honest. And then I will kill you. You're making it up, which I'm very disappointed in. But we have no morsels on that guy. We've done this combat incorrectly. Oh, you're also gonna get a butt ton of rage, which is not ideal. And yet I still think I can kill you. Just don't play this morsel anywhere. Which means it could get hit by the freaking... No, we already played the card, it's okay, but you still want to play it to get out of your deck, but you don't want to play it up there. Okay, just wait. Can I kill my own unit? I can. So I could kill him and play the morsel. What's going on up here? You're dead? Beautiful. Get out of here. You're not dead. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to worry about you in a second. Spell cards from the discard pile. You know what? Consume spell to the top of your draw pile. We want Prism Retrieval, don't we? Discard pile to your hand and apply Consume. Start here. That's fine. In fact, it gets the kills, which is very good. And then... I don't want to get this card out of my deck. I have no energy for this. What happened? Because it costs 1 energy, you freaking dummy. Okay, mistakes were made. But our robot has finally charged up. But we're not doing any freaking damage because our damage dealing units I didn't play because I'm trying to finagle this weird strategy of, oh, I don't need to play my important units. It ain't working. We need to daze you because then we can play a morsel miner. I really don't want to do that. I could do this, but it's going to make everything more expensive. So we'll start here. I don't care about a shade splitter being more expensive. I do want to just do damage to you. So we'll do this. And then I'll make the shade splitter a little bit more expensive in order to get a lifesteal morsel. There we go. And then you know what? You can just go out here. Should not have made the other Heph large. Waves remaining 2. I'm tempted to just daze your ass. You're taking 15 damage from morsels. Oh, that's stupid. Those aren't even good morsels. Marcellos. I don't want to do that. We need more energy? We never played Shroud Spike, so you know what? Daze your ass. Look, if that guy hits the pyre for 4, I don't care. Okay. Hey, Keeper of Echoes, how you doing? Good to see you. Do I have another unit in this deck I didn't play? What happened to my... Oh, I already did the melding. Dumb. You dummy. Don't be such a dummy. So there comes the sweet +1/+1s across the board, which was what I wanted to begin with. Trying to consume a spell to the top of your draw pile. 9 available. What do we want on top of our draw pile? Probably a Packed Morsels. And then, this is very amusing, but I can kill you with a morsel. Final wave. You're dead. You're dead, but we're taking a lot of damage. However, okay, this wasn't the morsels I wanted. But since you only hit once per turn, a Shroud Spike still totally works. Yeah, that seems okay. This is extremely awkward though. Oh, that morsel Ember drained me. We need to simplify the deck, which I think means removing the Morsel Maker, which is just a bad card in general. So Kindle works with the Shroud Spike combo. I think we still... You can either go energy in order to make the Kindle Shroud Spike work, and so that you can play more cards off of your morsels. You can go capacity, so you can play both Hephs on the same floor on turn 1, or you can go draw, so you can get to your units faster. I'm going full capacity build. I hate it, but like, I think that's just what works for the best. I will lose Pyre health for artifacts. Spells get an extra upgrade slot. Holdover is now insanely valuable, but we only have one opportunity to get it down here, but there is a Hellvent duplicator. So what do you want to duplicate? You could duplicate Heph, which makes it easier to play, but I actually think I want to duplicate this Keeper of Echoes. I think the damage we're gonna get from this is worth a lot. We just need to play the damn unit. That's not good. No spell chain, no more intrinsic. I mean, good. I actually really like this. Oh, but holdover is so good, but 46 damage twice to all enemy units piercing on the first turn of combat is almost certainly gonna get kills, which starts the ball rolling and starts the ability for us to actually play all of our units on the same floor. Which is gonna be the bottom floor, even on Divinity, I think, yeah. Because this kills all the enemies that have 70 health. Which means that we get 5 capacity on the first turn of combat on Divinity. I think we gotta take it. I think that's worth more than the holdover. It's a lot of pack shards, but I do really like this. Enemies enter with spikes. Shadewings have a lot of health. I think enemies having spikes doesn't really affect us too much. I mean, it does. But if we get both keepers out, then I think that the spikes aren't really gonna matter that much. And this is the exact kind of turn one you're hoping for with the good old Wingmaker here. We can just immediately get multiple kills. We're actually not killing the Gilded Wing, which is annoying, but yeah, you know, if you hit the pyre, you hit the pyre, pretty much. And I think I'm not going to play the Morsel Master, just so that I have the capacity for other units. Which means you're gonna, you know what, we should play the Morsel Master, we should just play on another floor. Oh, they're gonna die to the spikes. Well, you know what? You can kill the Collector if it spawns up there. Perfect. So yeah, this is what I was hoping for. Now we have the ability to kind of play the Keeper of Echoes here. Now I hate that Heph is just like freaking dying, but it is what it is. I'm gonna have you give me energy next turn. Oh, that's not as good as I thought it was gonna be. We need to keep Heph alive. Well, you know, we don't have to keep Heph alive. We'd like to. We are not killing these units fast. We don't have the appropriate spells. This'll work though. This'll work. Are we gonna play Keeper of Echoes? Yes. Yes, we are. And if a Heph dies, a Heph dies. That's so good. But now the question is, where do you play it? Do you play it here, or do you play it here? It'll wipe whatever floor you play it on. I just wish we had a little bit more energy, just a tiny, 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 tiny bit more energy. We're keeping you alive. Your soul-crushing guild. Actually, the days can keep Heph alive, stop you, which means we probably play the Wingmaker up here. We can, it's not enough on the floor. We can get enough. We can play this for 0. And then that'll daze you so you're not attacking. So the construct could go up here, and then it would have 1 damage shy of killing you. I just really want to play this down here, but we don't really need the capacity anymore, but it's not about the capacity, it's about being able to play morsels to keep people alive. And Turbo Assault is playable, but if we play that, we can't play the construct, which means that we do need to play the Wingmaker up here. Enterborough Assault, 45, 55. Doesn't keep Heph alive, but Wingmaker does, but we still need to be able to keep you alive via spells and healing. No Wingmaker. So close to being the perfect card for the perfect turn. For a civilized age. I guess Soul Crushing Guilt here keeps Heph alive. Then we can Wingmaker here, but then you're still making it up to the pyre. I kind of still like this though. Boom, this floor is handled. Boom, you're scaling, and you're gonna be able to. I think we gotta Wingmaker it. We can Broken Memories bring back Prism Retrieval, but we'll probably Broken Memories bring back good old Wingmaker. And Kindle Shroud Spike is coming up, which might mean that we can Damage Shield or Lifesteal the Heph. Okay, I'm going to, Guilt Wingmaker. Super capacity gain. And we have 1 energy remaining. We should kill you. And then this is infused and consume and doesn't do anything, so it's just freebies. And everything down here is dying as well. So you're attacking. I'd actually really like to have the energy next turn, so we'll just do this. You're gonna hit the pyre for 30. It sucks, but we didn't get what we wanted. Oh, that's fine. That was wrong, but that's fine. I can resolve this. Do this. Do this. I mean, are we really gonna try to Shroud? We could Shroud Spike it next turn, so let's give it a shot. You've only got 33 HP though. We can Shroud Spike it next turn. That's pretty freaking great. So start here. Then do this. Now you're living. And I think you're even able to get Lifesteal. Want Lifesteal? Oh, thank God we didn't draw Shroud Spike, he says. Fully aware that it would have been nice to have on a previous turn. We do want this. We want to bring back... Did I not play the card that gave me a whole bunch of extra energy? If so, I'm a freaking dummy, but I tell you what, we'll just get morsels next turn. Not enough capacity, okay. Man, just imagine how much different this run would be if instead of freaking Morsel Master, we had Morsel Maker and these units were getting +6/+6 passively every single turn. That would have been swell, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? I mean, I think we're still fine, because we'll just do this. Get a buttload of damage shield. I mean, the floor's looking pretty sick. We're doing 600 to 700 damage per turn, but that's not good enough. That's not fast enough. We need to be doing more. This is a very bad draw. But what you gonna do? You know what? Just show me what you got. All right, fair enough. That was like 3 turns. Bang, bang, bang. Bionic says you should totally look in the gaming channel. I don't want to look. Hades 2. Dude, a Hades 2? I'm honestly surprised because I would not have thought that they would have made a direct sequel. I thought they would have just made a new game. That's kind of what they do. Forgotten Trade. It's the energy payoff we're looking for, although it does cost us a draw. But it does work with Shroud Spike. I don't need it. Okay, I'll take another Shroud Spike. You convinced me, game. And we need to go to the Merchant of Magic. I think the Hell Vent is also just good to have. Check out the trinkets. Start each floor with a Morsel Miner. No! All cards getting +1 magic power. No! Set power health to 50. No! Reroll. Better Steward units, armor, blight cards, and Scourges cost 0. That is terrible. Double stack. Soul Crushing Guilt double stack is a very good card. I will make that free, I think. And Holdover, I would probably make it Holdover as well. Magic Power and Consume, I mean, honestly, an Antumbra being able to actually do damage and get a kill is pretty good. Holdover, oh my god. We've finally done it. Now, what do you want to have Holdover? Broken Memories can give you Packed Morsels every turn, Total Recall every turn, Shroud Spike, well, not Total Recall because you don't want it to bring back the Holdover card, Shroud Spike every turn, Prism Retrieval every turn. Yes, you want a Broken Memories. I'm starting to realize this is kind of what we're looking for. Magic Power. Let's make the other Antumbra better. Duplicate. And I gotta be honest with you, I actually think a duplicated Broken Memories is 1000% what we're looking for, because now I actually think we can get Hephs out, bring back Prism Retrievals, Packed Morsels, Shroud Spike, and the Kindles every single turn. You can get some like absurd combos going with 2 of these. We will start purging cards though. We will purge Echo Break, and we can purge 1 more card. What do we not need? What do we not play? We're not gonna play this anymore because of the fact that we have 2 cards that we want to see literally every turn. So we're gonna remove Total Recall. It doesn't fit anymore. We could remove 1 card for 10 pack shards. No, we can't. All right, don't do it then. Because if we play Total Recall, it could consume one of the consume cards that we already had. Now that's not a bad thing because we do get the inspiration out of it, but it's not what we're looking for. So this is a little unfortunate, but we won't play a Keeper of Echoes. But I'm not that worried about that anymore because we will be able to play it later once it kind of comes back around. You don't sweep. This is kind of exactly what I was meaning. We could play Prism Retrieval and then bring back a Keeper of Echoes. I will play Prism Retrieval though, because it's gonna make 1 unit cheaper and better, and then we'll just bring this unit back with the other Prism Retrieval, which we can bring back once we draw the Holdover card. Yeah? I think. You're not quite dying, which is unfortunate. You're not quite dying. You might hit the Pyre for 32 damage. You might hit the Pyre for more. Hopefully not, though. You sweep, and you Ember Drain. That's actually extremely terrible. We have to work around that. Engine Upgrade will work around that, but only slightly. What else are you gonna do, though? Take 49 damage, let these guys live? I really want to kill one of them, but we don't have the energy for it. Okay, I mean, you've got to get out there. And then I think we want Prism Retrieval on the next turn. I just don't know if we want an engine upgrade in here, because it is going to cost us capacity. Maybe we're okay because we get stats out of it. And it's enough stats to get 3 kills. That was definitely the right decision. You know, it could be worse. I can't kill you. We should have started on the top floor, man. In fact, I kind of want to just restart just because I know this is so freaking bad, but we should have 100% started on the top floor. This is way too slow of getting units out there because of the Keeper of Echoes. In fact, and I keep changing my mind. Maybe we want 1 Heph, 1 Keeper, and then 1 Heph on like a different floor just so we have 2 floors, because I can't play everything on the same floor. It's too much. Even this, I'm like, well, how would you do this? It would be this. Play it. We should have kindled first, because now you kindled for nothing. Dude, I have played this so unbelievably wrong. I'm just gonna do this. Everything that I did was wrong. So we're gonna swap things around a little bit. We're gonna go here. Play this down here. Buys us time to weaken the enemies before we have to kill them up at the top. There you go. And then morsels, I kind of hate to do it, but we'll just do this, okay. In fact, we should have played the robot. I didn't because I was salty. Well, I'm not salty, I just know I'm making mistakes. But now we have an opportunity to actually do some freaking damage before these units make it up, and then within... We lose 2 capacity, but we gain 2 capacity because of the fact that we have 2 extra turns before the boss makes it up here. So we actually gained 2 turns, weirdly enough. I think we want this. Like, we even have the opportunity to play a freaking morsel up here now. That's exactly what we're looking for. And then we can play this. Now we can bring back the broken memories, and now we start building that top floor while we have the ability to, basically. Now I can't play both X cost cards. Fair. So what would you rather do? Gain a lot of health or bring out a unit? I think you'd probably rather bring out a unit. It could bring back a morsel. No, it can't. It can only bring back Construct, Keeper, Morsel, or Keeper. I mean, I think what you do is... you just bring something back, right? Yeah. Now you're a 45 times 3 and we're getting the kill. Seems okay. We don't need it. In fact, we just want prism retrieval again, I think. Real question is, should you play the jar? I think you can. Because it's an inspiration trigger, and then you can just kill these morsels so that they don't trigger, they don't clog up your discard pile. Now we got a lot on this floor, but we're living, which is great, and we can even get you out of the way so that you're not ember draining me. You're not ember draining me, we're killing you with quickness. So there's no reason to daze you. We should daze the boss, so just do that. Yeah. This is way better. I'm sorry, but this is just way better than what I was doing last time. Start here. And now you're in the front. Congratulations. Yeah, who cares? I would like to not take all of this damage. You're doing 50 damage and you're making it up next floor. You gotta go. Actually think, as bizarre as it probably doesn't quite sound, we might want to just bring back a hosting kin, but that's still 400 damage next turn. Can we do 400 damage? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I think we will. I think we'll just bring back hosting kin, because I gotta kill that guy. I guess we should have played that card in order to kill him, and then we would have had one less energy, but who cares? That would have been smarter. Instead, we're gonna do it like this. And you're weak, but you're still alive. And we don't have any morsels. And you're a sweeper. That is unfortunate, but you're not gonna kill me next turn, and I'm not gonna have any fuel. Look, if he dies, he dies. I think what we need now is Prism Retrieval, since Shroud Spike is worthless. When you have a turn when you only play one card, it's pretty bad. Okay. You're living. 2 available, huh? You're gonna live. Let's get a unit. I mean, it's the unit that I wanted. And in fact, we're not even being swept anymore. You're gonna hit the pyre once. I can't believe I can't kill you, but it's very close. Crap. What was in our draw pile? I think it's a Shroud Spike. But if it is, we need morsels anyways, so let's bring back pack morsels. All right, he has fuel. It was not a packed morsels, but there's our broken memories finally, so we can get the combo started. Are you gonna live? Yes, you will live. I played a Kindle. I didn't play the Shroud Spike, so we don't have it. I couldn't play the Shroud Spike though. We never had an opportunity to, unfortunately. You're gonna live, you're gonna live, you're gonna be fine. It's 5 units. You know what? Ooh, it's a Shroud Spike! Let's go! All right, you want the good morsel. Now you're actually living nicely. Then you die. We're going to hold over Shroud Spike, and we'll hold over. We can't bring back Kindle, but we can bring, because we might not get a morsel generator, but we can bring back packed morsels, so we know we have a morsel generator. And then we just start force feeding. Okay, I mean, it's working. It took a while to get here, but I understand what we're doing and what we need to do. You probably just want infinity damage shield, although plus 48 is good stats, but not as good as this. You're sweeping, but you're dead before you hit us. Morsel Master just doesn't need to be here anymore. But now we can bring back this combo every turn, which is pretty good. I would love to have had a Kindle. I would have loved to have just made Kindle Permafrost, and then we could have done this every other turn or something like that, but... everything's dying, so we'll slow you down. Very similar draw to what we had last turn. Now, does this take a long time to set up? Oh, yes. Oh, very much yes. This is not a very fast setup at all. Yeah. But it kind of works. I don't know. I did have to start on the top floor instead of the bottom floor, but, you know, I fully admit that that was a mistake in thinking. For the Divinity fight, we want to start on the bottom due to the capacity, but you don't want to do that on the Seraph fight. Because on the Divinity fight, we're getting 5 kills on turn 1. Well, 4 because these are the damage shield guys, but still. This gives us the opening capacity that we need to play everything at the bottom, unlike the last combat, which we didn't have the capacity for it. But we can actually play everything, including getting a lifesteal morsel. I think we've just won right there. I think that's it. Not everything's dying, admittedly. So we gotta work this a little bit. We have a Shroud Spike that we can't even use either, and I can't consume it, so it's gonna have to come back in our deck. We can play a Morsel Master though. Why are we doing so little? Oh, because you don't have any attacks. Oh, right, because we like spiked the other ones in order to actually draw them. Right. Not spiked them, but we Prism Retrieval them. And you're more important. Gain armor. It's tempting to just kin you. Yeah, I think we'll do this. It's actually not a bad turn. Really? Oh, right, because you gained stats off of this. Well, you know what? I kind of like this then. Just to daze you for 6 turns. Buys us a lot of HP. If you hit the pyre, you only have spikes. I really don't care about you. That was not bad. This is a little bit more troublesome. But we do have a Kindle. I think we should play it. I think we should... We don't have the capacity for the robot. The robot's not going to get played. I think we should play the Keeper first. That way we get extra inspiration triggers due to the fact that we have Bog Slime. Yeah, I think we'll just do it like this. And then we can kill you. It's pretty bad, ultimately. Not quite doing the damage we need to do. Getting some kills, though. These guys are gonna do a ton of damage when they move up. Oh well. Right? Like, oh well. Wish we had more morsels on that floor, but just waiting for the good cards in my deck. Waiting for all the good cards to show up. Don't know where they are. We're dead, by the way. Are we really gonna have to like restart this and start on the top floor again? I don't like the cheese too much, but like this is terrible. We just don't have the damage because these Keeper of Echoes are really bad early. And by the way, this is why I like doing things like putting a Demon Fiend inside of a unit. The early stats help keep you alive while you get your scaling started. We don't scale that much. Our scaling is not sorted yet. In fact, there's like very little I can do here. Suppose I can get a morsel, get draw. It's not the draw we're looking for. Broken Memories can bring back a Kindle, but like our Pyre can't even survive this. They do 14 damage a turn. There's 3 units alive. No, we're dead. But I'm trying to figure out what we do. I am. You reached the maximum? Okay, well, you know what? It's not what I was looking for. So what do you bring back? What could possibly keep you alive? I don't know if a Kindle could do it, but a Kindle is not gonna do it. And we're only gonna draw 3 cards next turn. Man, this is disappointing. Where did it go so wrong? We have 2 Hephs. Was it the large stone? Was it that little bit of capacity problem kind of percolating through the run? Or was it the keepers not actually starting with any stats? They inspire and get stronger, but they don't start with any stats. So you know, if in doubt, we try to figure out what we're doing wrong and what we do better in the future. So here's what we're gonna do. From the beginning, we're gonna kill him. And we're gonna say to ourselves, you know what, that floor is not the floor we're looking for. Are we really not gonna play a Keeper of Echoes? Maybe you play 1 Heph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, by cheating, we know that we're not gonna draw a Prism Retrieval for some time, but what if we do this? You just play that. Right, I forgot about that. Well, you know what? Why don't we just do this? I mean, I don't think this is gonna help, but we do have Soul Crushing Guilt that we can play out here. Shroud Spike doesn't do anything. Yeah, you know, energy and draw. Energy and draw would have been nice. You know, go ahead. Actually, I can keep you alive. That might not be what I wanted to do in this case, but you know what? With the days, it actually does make sense to start on the top floor a little bit. Maybe this will work. I don't know. It's what we're doing. That's what I know. Hostingkin, huh? Well, I think we'll make sure that you die. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, we don't really have a lot of draw. We need morsels to draw, which is kind of part of the problem. I like getting extra energy. Go ahead. Deal 13 damage. Hold over. Turn a consume card back. Maybe you don't even play this card because you've got to get through your deck faster. Maybe you say this Broken Memories is not something you're looking for. Maybe instead, you just do a little of that and you say, go ahead. Because it does cost you 2 draw every turn. Maybe we just need faster draw. Let's see. Well, there's Prism Retrieval. I still think, yeah, I mean, we're dead. So we don't scale fast enough in this deck. The Keeper of Echoes, they're a good unit, but because you have to inspire so many times in order for them to actually scale, you either need to play way too many inspirations every turn, or you just need to get so many of them that you can overwhelm with those inspire triggers. Man, just think how much different this would be if instead of the Morsel Master, we had the Morsel Maker. That +6/+6 every turn is way better than a second morsel. Because he doesn't create his own morsels, so you still have to have a morsel generator, and you typically don't need more morsels. You need more cards that generate morsels, not more physical morsels. It's such a bad card, I feel. Morsel Master, I don't think I've ever taken and really been very fond of him. But he came up like 3 times on this run specifically. But I did like a lot of the things that we had on this run. I liked the Keeper of Echoes. They were just slow. Broken Memories, we should not have taken Light of Seraph. We should have taken Draw or Energy. Soul Crushing Guilt was a great card. We had a lot of possibility, but we were too slow and we needed more draw. and energy and units and capacity. We needed a lot of everything. These Hephs are a little hard to work around. Still, I've learned, I think, quite a bit. We might even try this challenge again, just so I can do it with all of this stuff still in mind for how maybe we want to play. Because I did like it, but I don't know. I'll think about it. For now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support the channel. Any of the links below in the video description. And I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.